Hi everyone, this is Scott from WoodFiredGrille. Thanks for tuning in. I've had a lot of questions that have been asked about wood as far as using the wood-fired grill. What kind of wood to use, what size of wood to use, even how to start a fire. It's probably been many years for some of you since you've maybe started a fire. Maybe you're using propane on your grill. Perhaps the Boy Scouting days have been long gone. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, as well as some different types of woods and how I use them in my wood-fired grill. So to start out with any fire, starting any wood fire, you need kindling. And kindling is just simply a very, it's a smaller pieces of wood that are very combustible. And you can see I've got my kindling already in here. And it's very important to use only wood in these grills. And why is that? That's because they have refractory fire brick inside of them as the fire plate, the heat plate, and that's a very absorbent type of material, and it will absorb any sort of flavor that you put in there. And so you don't want any undesirable flavors in there, such as newsprint. Never start your fire with newsprint. Always use a natural product like real wood. Maybe twigs, sticks from trees, smaller, very dry or combustible type natural wood products would be the right thing to use. Now, fire needs oxygen, so what I'm going to do here is I've already got my my exhaust door open, and in the front of the grill, if you get a shot at that, the oxygen door, or the air inlet door, as you can see, that's open as well. So I'm going to leave those two open. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll leave the actual cook chamber cover or door open as well. And I like to do things the easy way, so I simply have a torch here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and show you how easy it is to actually start that fire. Now as we let that start to warm up, I want to show you over here where I came up with my kindling from. I had some scraps from a project that I had around the house here. These are actually some cedar scraps, and this is where I had where I got my kindling for my fire today. And I just want to show you how I did split that up. I have three different axes here. These axes here are made by WoodFiredGrille, and they're made in Sweden. They have a very good edge because the head is forged. In fact, the blacksmith's initials, the man who made this, are right on here. It's a very good axe. For the smaller stuff like the kindling, I'll use another one of these WoodFiredGrille axes, a little bit smaller. Or even this one here, which happens to be American made. It's got a molded handle. It's been a very good axe as well. So safety first. I usually use a glove. Always use a glove when I'm splitting wood. And the cedar has a nice straight grain. So basically, the cedar splits very easily, as you can see. I'm very careful here with how I'm doing this, but as you can see, that's simply how I come up with my kindling. Very easy to do. Now, the wood that I'm going to show you here today, this one here is cherry. It's got that red color to it. Cherry can be paired with almost any meat, really. It's a fruity, very sweet type of flavor that you get. This here is hickory. As you can see with the hickory, a lot of times you'll have that chocolate piece in the middle. Hickory is probably the most popular smoking wood flavor that we see today. Pairs very good with poultry or hams, as an example. And then this here is red oak. And red oak is probably the #1 smoking wood or flavor that's used with beef brisket. If you get beef brisket, it's probably been smoked with red oak. So in fact, if you go to my website, under frequently asked questions, you'll find a wood flavoring chart. I have about 50 different woods there, and what meats or foods that they pair up or match up the best with. So check that out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take my piece of cherry, and you'll notice with wood, as it dries out, it needs to be dry to burn, to combust properly, but also as it dries, it cracks. So the splitting process has already been started there for me. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you what I do to split my wood. All the wood that I have, I like to have it in about no more than maybe 4 or 5 inch thickness, piece thicknesses, and that's for ease of splitting, but it also fits well in my grill. I'm going to show you how I'm going to go ahead and split it. And as you can see, it's pretty easy. We'll split another piece here. Now, what I like to do is I like to split my wood just before I use it. And I think it maybe preserves a little bit more of the flavor by not splitting it before I use it. So what I've done here is I went ahead and split, as you can see, these 3 different flavors here. And I like to split it into a size, this is my hickory here, into a size about this size here, maybe a couple inches across. And again, like I said, all my pieces are 4 or 5 inches in length. This is about the right size to use inside my wood-fired grill. So as you look at my fire, my kindling is just at that point now. Maybe it took a couple of minutes where I can start adding my wood, my flavor wood. One thing more I'll mention about wood, as an example, hickory. A lot of times to really capture the flavor, you'll soak it. And the wood-fired grill has got a tray, or a screen rather, that's on the bottom of the cooking chamber, and you can put your hickory right there to flavor your wood as well, regardless of the type of wood that you're using down below. So my fire is just about ready to start adding my wood. I'm going to be controlling my temperature, watching my temperature, but controlling it up here, and I'll be ready to start cooking probably in maybe 10-15 minutes. So there's some tips on wood flavoring, and how to use it in the wood-fired grill. Please check out my website, WoodFiredGrille, that's grill with an E at the end, .com, and you'll find more information and pictures of our grills and answers to other questions that you might have with regard to the wood-fired grill. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.